Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Beacon Pines. So, when we last left off, it was a bit of a downer. It was kind of a sad. I didn't want to leave it that way, but time. We got to know Beck a little bit better, which was awesome. But Luca and Rolo got into a big fight, and Luca spent an entire day just in his bedroom feeling down. And now I believe it's the day of the big festival. And I'm really hoping that we see Rolo there and we're able to patch things up because I like Rolo. Rolo's great. And Luca and Rolo are besties.
Chapter 6.
And we need them talking again. So let's go ahead and dive into chapter 6 and hope for better things to happen.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding.
That's true.
If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rolo.
Let's find our buddy. Let's find our buddy and let's just apologize. Tell him we love him. Give him a big hug. Oh, Roxy. There you are. Luca. Rolo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. Aw. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet. Space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you go, that's got to be the library. It's quiet. You get books there. I'm just seeing if this tells me anything. Yeah. It's where you get free books. You don't have to pay for anything. It's awesome. Use your local library. It's fantastic. You can get games, you can get books, you can get movies, music, all sorts of things. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuve. And it's not just the beetles. This morning, I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. That's not good. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Or maybe it's that weird green, sludgy... whatever that is. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. And this season's harvest looks like it's going to be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still going to be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. That's fair. And lemonade's delicious. Can I talk to you behind? No. Wait, could I talk to you? Yes. Unique New York, unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Yeah, break both legs. Because this timeline, Luca doesn't know that you're evil, but other timeline Lucas do. Okay, we're zooming in again. I don't know. Still not sure. Welcome to our festival! Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech. And the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Something really bad's gonna happen, isn't it? Ain't moving. I just feel like something terrible's gonna happen to this festival. I don't like
Jeff
it.
was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Hey guys! Ha ha ha! Every single time. Yup. Wait for it. They're just pissing off. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha. They actually might be drones. Like, they are so weird. They act so robotic, and before I go to the library, I just didn't even finish that thought. They act like robots, is my point. Just very strange. Like, everything that they say is scripted, or that they can't even control or alter what they say. Just very, like, duty-focused, and it's weird. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives this big speech, they're gonna have the first annual Biggest Catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. Can I fish anymore? Did I get anything new that I can use as bait? Nope. Pungent.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
Ooh. Pocket watch? Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a conscientious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Looks like we could use some new bait. Okay. That's it for now. Okay, let's head to the library, because I'm pretty sure that's where Rollo is. Because that's where all the space comics are. You said a space adventure. A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. Nope, no thoughts. This is the very first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Okay, what's your book gonna tell me? Oh, nothing. I don't know if that's good or bad. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what all the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? Books. Let's see. Let's go up here. See if anyone's hanging out. Do you have anything to say? Hi, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Sorry all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Griffin. I don't remember who Griffin is. Who was Griffin? Why don't I remember who they are? Does she have a crush on Griffin? Whoever this Griffin is. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's good for the good of the family. That it's for the good of the family. So she borrowed the hazmat suit. Ah. You're still here, Dawn? You're not enjoying the festival? Yawn. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first, too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. PH, Perennial Harvest. Can't go in there. Every time. Gotta do that. Can't not do that. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Ah, so everyone knows. Everyone knows about me and Rillo. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking, emergency services. Get me out of here. Okay. Let's go find Rillo, because everybody seems to know about me and Rillo and our fight. And the library, somewhere quiet. I knew it. I'm so smart. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. The first riddle? Oh boy. The first... Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. On planet Farpool, you may take issue When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. On planet Farpole, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Planet Farpole issue. That sounds like a comic. Maybe the fifth comic? Planet Farpole issue. Fifth king dies. So the fifth issue of maybe an explorer? Comic. Wait, the comics were up here. So maybe I'm supposed to grab...
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
Oh. Once you've got a book, you can either bring it here to me or just grab a different one. Okay, so I'm on 5.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Yes, this is what I want. Ah, you found it!
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Frollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in Grub. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in Grub Cart. Griffin. Griffin's Grub Cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Gato. Go to Griffin's snack stand. Like, why do I not remember who... Is Griffin the No. It's terrible. Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know Hank Atomic Shrink Array doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looked shrunk compared to everything else. Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right. Sorry. Griffin. Why? In the snack cart, it's like it's got to be someone that I've talked to 1,000 times and I just haven't remembered their name. That's terrible. Like, you're not... Oh, it is. Okay, well. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought that was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's
Luca
just...
tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. Pick up when you need some pep, near the fountain, up the steps. Okay, so that's why the one girl mentioned Griffin. Gotcha. Now do I talk to you? My goodness. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. Barilla owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. Good luck, Luca. Well, a spaceship has no wings and flies. So maybe the treehouse. The treehouse, possibly. Space Command. Mission Control. Mission Control is what. So that's the secret name for it. Mission Control. All right. Rolo. But he's not here. Well, let's lay here and wait for him to show. Where are you? Oh, balloons. Balloons take flight. Can I get a balloon? How do I get a balloon? Can someone give me a balloon? No, I probably don't go back. Can someone give me a hint? Does anybody know anything? Oh, he's right here. Oh my goodness. Did I pass? Did I pass him? What? Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But here, you've earned this.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Right. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aww. Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of this day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Yay, my friend! I got my friend back and I got balloons! Oh my gosh! The way they bounce. Oh my gosh, the way they bob around like that, that is fantastic. Woo! Balloons! I got balloons! I got my friend back! This is a good day! This is a great day! Whee! Yay! Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you
Rolo
this.
handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Oh, jeez.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward, but if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whatever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Oh my god, what is happening? Huh? What was that? Aw man, we missed the fireworks.
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. 2 boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
Excuse me?
In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time.
What?
The end.
No.
No, that can't be the ending.
Yeah, I
It
hope
simply
not.
can't.
Oh my God.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
No. No, I won't.
There are more endings, more possibilities. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. That was awful. That was awful. What even caused that? Jeez. Oy. Oy vey. Okay, well, I just want to see if there's anything this side of... Oh, gosh. Okay, so I can either run away from the clipboards, I think. Run away from the clipboards or... break. What was break? Okay, let's try break here and see what happens. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse, and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. She's magic. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh! Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred.
Granny. I knew she was up to something. I didn't think it was this, but I knew she was up to something. Oh no.
Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Gran. Wow. So on the other timeline, she did write that
Chapter
note.
5.
That sounded like she regretted doing what she did. So maybe in that timeline, her helping the heiress went wrong, and that's why the freeze thing happened. Oh my goodness! Wow.
What big ears you have! Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the tree house and figure things out there. Lead the way. Oh my goodness. What is going on in this game? We got Gran working with the enemy. But we don't know the heiress is like an enemy. We don't know what she's up to. This guy's bad. This guy's just gross. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ah, ha ha ha. Creepy little weirdos. Ugh. Just creepy weirdo. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Grant tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, no, don't. You'd better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. God, I thought he was gonna like talk about how hot he is for the Gran again. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear any more about that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, alligator lady, you didn't give me a heads up about the ice thing. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? Ooh. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. Can't wait. Of course they all order the same drink. They're creepy. They're robots. I think they're robots. They're not real. Oh, I can't go in. Oh, I want to go in. Okay. Well. Let's go to the treehouse. We don't want to keep Rolo waiting. Mayor, what are you doing?
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you.
The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're damn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down-on-their-luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agricultural business? Seeds. Seeds. Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here. Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. I don't like him. Just don't like him. I say that about a lot of the characters in this game. Like, I don't trust anyone. The kids are fine. The adults... Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So, what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's a kind of long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal. Fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used as fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rillo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep. For some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. Interesting that Valentine dies and then like a week later everything else dies too. It's kind of like he was putting his own soul into the fertilizer and that's what kept everything alive, and then when he died everything died with him. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything like that magical in this game, but it's a theory. Maybe not a great one, but it's a theory. And I'm going to end today with that because there's a lot to unpack here. So we got Rollo back as a friend, sort of, and then we froze to death in this crazy, like, ice age caused by who knows what. That was pretty upsetting. But it looks now that we've got Beck, we're bringing her to meet Rollo, and then the three of us together are going to hopefully figure out what is going on in Beacon Pines, because something weird's going on. Gran is working with the heiress. What is happening? Is the heiress good or bad? We don't know. Maybe she's not good or bad. She's just, maybe nobody's good or bad. You know, they're just people and they're all trying to do the right thing. Kerr is not trying to do the right thing. That guy's sleazy. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more of my content, please do subscribe. I will be posting more videos in the future. And I will see you next time.